Abdurrahman, poor Abdurrahman.
Sir, I have a question from chapter 70, verses 37-40.
Chapter 70.
Verse
37-40.
37-40.
Yes. This is verse number 37 from chapter 70, Surah Al-Ma'arij. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. فَمَا لِلَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا قِبَلَكَ مُهْطِعِينَ عَنِ الْيَمِينِ وَعَنِ الشِّمَالِ عِزِينَ. The translation is, but what is the matter with those who disbelieve that they come hastening towards thee from the right hand and from the left in different parties?
So the question is, if they had disbelieved, what does it mean then that they desire to enter the Jannah?
Please read a few verses before and a few verses after. Then we'll ask him the question again. Huh?
Yes. وَالَّذِينَ هُمْ لِفُرُوجِهِمْ حَافِظُونَ إِلَّا عَلَىٰ أَزْوَاجِهِمْ وَمَا مَلَكَتْ أَيْمَانُهُمْ فَإِنَّهُمْ غَيْرُ مَلُومِينَ فَمَنِ ابْتَغَىٰ وَرَاءَ ذَٰلِكَ فَأُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الْعَادُونَ وَالَّذِينَ هُمْ لِأَمَانَاتِهِمْ وَعَهْدِهِمْ رَاعُونَ وَالَّذِينَ هُمْ بِشَهَادَاتِهِمْ قَائِمُونَ وَالَّذِينَ هُمْ عَلَىٰ صَلَاتِهِمْ يُحَافِظُونَ أُولَٰئِكَ فِي جَنَّاتٍ مُكْرَمُونَ فَمَا لِلَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا قِبَلَكَ مُهْطِعِينَ عَنِ الْيَمِينِ وَعَنِ الشِّمَالِ عِزِينَ أَيَطْمَعُ كُلُّ امْرِئٍ مِّنْهُمْ أَن يُدْخَلَ جَنَّةَ نَعِيمٍ كَلَّا إِنَّا خَلَقْنَاهُم مِّمَّا يَعْلَمُونَ.
Now read the translation from the beginning to the end.
Yes. And those who guard their private parts, except from their wives and from those whom their right hands possess, such indeed are not to blame. But those who seek to go beyond that, it is these who are transgressors, and those who are watchful of their trusts and their covenants, and those who are upright in their testimonies, and those who are strict in the observance of their prayer. These will be in the gardens duly honored. But what is the matter with those who disbelieve, that they come hastening towards thee from the right hand and from the left in different parties? Does every man among them hope to enter the garden of bliss? Never. We have created them of that which they know.
Now the question.
If they had disbelieved, those who disbelieved, then what is the connection between their disbelief and their desire to enter the Jannah?
You see, the disbelievers used to visit Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam day in and day out, in the mornings as well as in the evenings. They used to come to him trying to embarrass him with questions. And they came in parties. So this was a continuous problem, that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam was bothered by these visits, was because he hoped maybe some of them are led to the truth, so he spent his time with them. Among other things which are reported by traditionalists, those who preserve Hadith, unfortunately, this is not found in Hadith in such detail as the Quran has preserved it. Otherwise, there should have been plenty of such traditions which should tell us that party came this morning, that party came that morning, what was the subject of discussion and how it happened and so on and so forth. The Hadith should have named those people from among the kuffar, but only they picked up those subjects in which they were interested from the point of view of jurisprudence. Largely, this is what makes Hadith. and most fascinating daily routines of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, like his giving parties, like his relatives coming to him, and so on, they are completely left out, except for small frugal references. So the Holy Quran does not leave anything out. The real daily life of Rasulullah should be seen from the reflective mirror of the Quran, and that is fuller than the traditions we chase to find such details. Now this ayah or these ayahs relate to the same subject, that among other so important activities of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, so heavily burdened with the entire planning of preaching and the problems which beset the people of Islam everywhere in the world, despite remembering the Quran and telling the scribes where to put this ayah and where to put that ayah, this in itself was an occupation of a lifetime. Yet he was bothered by these people. So what has happened to them? Why do they do it when they do not intend to be guided? This was never their intention. Only wanted to bother Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So what it ends with?
أَيَطْمَعُ كُلُّ امْرِئٍ مِّنْهُمْ أَن يُدْخَلَ جَنَّةَ نَعِيمٍ إِنَّا خَلَقْنَاهُم مِّمَّا يَعْلَمُونَ.
اس سے پہلے گیا یس میں
فَمَا لِلَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا قِبَلَكَ مُهْطِعِينَ عَنِ الْيَمِينِ وَعَنِ الشِّمَالِ عِزِينَ.
Now, do they think by indulging in this practice they will go to heaven? Most certainly not. The following bit is the real problematic bit which I think you have in mind. Do you have that in mind or do I have that in mind? You, read Khalaqna.
كَلَّا إِنَّا خَلَقْنَاهُم مِّمَّا يَعْلَمُونَ. Never. Yes. فَلَا أُقْسِمُ بِرَبِّ الْمَشَارِقِ وَالْمَغَارِبِ إِنَّا لَقَادِرُونَ عَلَىٰ أَن نُبَدِّلَ خَيْرًا مِّنْهُمْ وَمَا نَحْنُ بِمَسْبُوقِينَ.
That's right.
فَذَرْهُمْ يَخُوضُوا وَيَلْعَبُوا حَتَّىٰ يُلَاقُوا يَوْمَهُمُ الَّذِي يُوعَدُونَ.
The Holy Quran points out that they should realize that they had a very humble beginning. They were born out of semen and a very insignificant beginning. But now they are talking and they know how much they have developed from that embryonic stage. Yet they deny that they will be raised again. And when they will be raised again, they will be punished. Also, they think that they are doing damage to Islam by coming to Rasulullah and not entering, and this will change the fate of Islam to an adverse fate. The Holy Quran says, no. Better people than you will be brought into Islam. And not even now, later on as well. And then they will see to it that they do serve the cause of Allah in the best manner that they are expected to do so. This is the continuity of the whole beginning which you pointed out. On, then it leads into this ultimately. Right?